What's up guys, it's your boy Dekkster here, and we have a lot of decks to go through because the meta has been changing a lot. The last top decks video I did is a little bit outdated. Expansions come out, things are just changing so much. So instead of going in depth on a few decks, I'm gonna go in not too much depth on a lot of decks. So yeah, let's get to it. So Dog actually hit rank 1 legend with this Kingsbane Mill Rogue, which is just really exciting. A lot of people were asking me for a Kingsbane list or just a rogue list in general, and this one is just insanely good. I mean, you hit rank 1 legend, so assuming the meta is, you know, what you're looking for, then this list is going to do great. Bring a lot of exciting things, such as Kingsbane. You got your Shiny Finder, your Cheat Death, your Evasion. You get your Kingsbane real big, you just start whacking them. They can't deal with it. You start, you know, doomeringing your Kingsbane to kill things, and it's great. Plus, the amount of lifesteal you can get with Leeching Poison really adds up if you're looking for some rogue action. I know people have been looking for a great list with Kingsbane, and I think we finally found it. Plus, it's kind of just fun with the mill package with Cold Light Oracle. I do think this is really high skill cap. Take that in consideration. You might need to put in your hours and kind of learn how to play this one, get the right feel for it. So Horo hit rank 2 legend with this Tempo Rogue. Now, I think this list is really, really good. It is running Prince Kelseth, so it's kind of like the old tempo, but we also got Sonya in there for some added flair. Sonya really puts in work. You know, you can constantly be charging with your patches or with your deckhand or really with anything. Sonya just adds an insane amount of value. So if you got Sonya and you had the old tempo package and you're trying to figure out how to make it work, this list is pretty amazing. I know a lot of people were running lists without Kelseth with Sap instead because of the sort of control lists that are going on with Warlock. Being able to sap a Lackey or a Void Lord can be a lot of value. So you can kind of mess with this list. Maybe you drop Kelseth and you put the saps or whatever. But this list is great right now. So yeah, here's the best Tempo Rogue I've seen so far. Theo hit rank 68 legend with this list, and it's kind of your classic Secret Mage that people were using, you know, when the expansion first came out. But it's got a couple changes. First of all, we're adding Corridor Creeper in there because any list you can fit a Corridor Creeper in, it should be in. Then we also got Aluneth, of course, but because of Aluneth causing you to cycle through your cards real heavily, maybe you don't want Firelands Portals because those can be hard to get rid of. So instead, we're adding in some Cabal Lackeys for, you know, those cheap spells. So we do have 5 spells here. We got counter spells, Explosive Runes, and 1 Mirror Entity. And Cabal Lackey is usually going to find some value there. So if you Aluneth and you pull, you know, 2 secrets in a Cabal Lackey, you're going to be able to play them all just so you don't overdraw with Aluneth, because that was an issue people were running into the first day. So this kind of prevents that. So definitely liking this list, and you could definitely hit legend with this one, guys. And it's fairly budget as well, aside from Aluneth, which the list might be fine without it. Maybe you just add an extra spell or something like that. Maybe a Bone Mare. But overall, loving this list, guys. Love Secret Mage. It's just such a fun archetype. Next up, we got Kartoha. I think that's how you say it. Kartoha is a rank 24 control mage. This is kind of like a big spell mage. We are running polymorphs in there, which end up being the cheapest spell, but it's still good AoE. If you end up pulling your Dragon's Fury, doing 4 damage to the whole board is usually enough to take care of most things. Plus, usually you're going to be pulling more expensive things like your Firelands Portal or like your Flame Strike. We also have Raven Familiars, which add a lot of value. Being able to draw a card most of the time is going to be great. And then Artificers add a lot of sustainability, just being able to live. You don't want to play this as tempo on turn 1. You want to save it for later, maybe right before you play a Firelands Portal, right before a Flame Strike, and just start building up that armor. Plus, the Ooze is really great right now, especially if you're running into a lot of Skull of Minaris from Warlocks. I really like this list. And yeah, he hit rank 24, so it's really solid. If you've been itching for some control mage, this is probably the list to go with. So this is one of the most innovative Jade Druid lists I have seen. This one was made by Denny, hit rank 86 legend, and it's running a lot of new cards. We got the Jasper Spellstones in there. We got the Greedy Sprites. We also have Ironwood Golem and Oaken Summons, which have really good synergy together. And then we also got Arcane Tyrants. And yeah, this list actually seems really good. I mean, he hit rank 86, so that's kind of impressive. Naturalize seems to work well against like control Warlock when they have a bunch of cards in their hand, so they end up burning cards. Seems pretty nice. And yeah, I was a little surprised this wasn't running things like Jade Behemoth or Jade Spirit, but it works out. It ends up being pretty solid, and you can just start cycling your Jade idols. So yeah, I'm really liking this variation of Jade. So if you're looking for some Jade love, you know, this might be the one to try. So yeah, I don't know if it's tier 1. It's probably not tier 1, but hey, tier 2, it's still it's a good list. So Savjz hit rank 4 legend with this control list. It's kind of similar to the other control lists we've seen from, you know, the last video I did, but this one's also running Skulking Geist. We have some other additions in there, such as N'Zoth to kind of synergize with the Void Lords. We got Dirty Rats to pull out your opponent's cards that they don't want out yet. And yeah, Shadow Flame, stuff like that just seems really good. This one's running Lackeys because just nutting out a Void Lord is usually pretty nice. And yeah, we also got Rin in there as a Rin condition. If you're going against control lists, being able to get Rin out there and kind of, you know, just destroy their deck when they still have like 5 to 10 cards in there is a lot of value. And usually you end up winning the control versus control matchup if you can just complete the Rin seal thing. So yeah, this is a great list. I mean, you hit rank 4 legend, and he thinks he could have done even better. So this is definitely going to be a top tier list. Control Warlock seems just really, really solid in this current meta. So we have this really cool cube Warlock OTK list from Do Nest, and basically the dream here is you have Skull of Manari equipped. It's going to pull out your Doomguard when you have 10 mana. You're going to attack them in the face with the Doomguard. Then you're going to play your Spirit Singer Umbra. You're going to use your cube on your Doomguard, which is going to give you 2 more Doomguards. You're going to smack them in the face with that, and then you're going to Dark Pact your cube and get 2 more Doomguards. Smack them in, you know how it goes. And it's really cool. It's really good. This deck list just really has a lot of sustainability between Dark Pact, Mistress of Mixtures, and your Lesser Amethyst Spellstones. There's just, you're able to deal with your opponent really easily. You're able to heal up very nicely. And you're just, if you pull out like a Void Lord or a Doomguard with your Possessed Lackey, you're just going to get insane value. Plus, because you're usually going to have a ton of Doomguards on the board, thanks to your cubes and your Umbra, your Blood Reaver Gul'dan is going to get insane value. Playing Blood Reaver Gul'dan and getting 3 Doomguards or even more is kind of common with this list. So I'm really liking this one. It's a lot of fun. I definitely recommend this if you're looking for a good time. Plus, it just seems really solid. So it's fun and it's really good. Hard to go wrong with this list, guys. Yeah, just try this one out. So Arai hit rank 1 legend with this Murloc Paladin, and yeah, it's kind of like your classic Murloc Paladin with a hybrid with the new sort of aggro Paladin that's been going around lately. It's running, you know, exciting stuff like Unidentified Maul and Call to Arms and Valinir, and of course Corridor Creeper. But other than that, it's kind of your normal Murloc package. It is running Bluegill Warrior because those combined with Call to Arms is kind of insane. But this list is just great. And if you nut just right, boys, your opponent they're not going to be able to deal with you. And if they do clear your board and you just recall to arms, pull everything back, you're kind of unstoppable. You're just an unstoppable force. So this one's great if you're looking for some aggro Murloc sort of stuff. Check this one out. So people have been asking for a really good Shaman list, and this one Freddy used to hit legend with, and it seems really consistent. Now, unfortunately, it's not running any new cards aside from Corridor Creeper, but it is a good list, and that's about all you can ask for Shaman right now, since they seem like they are just one of bottom 2 classes of the expansion. This is the best list I could find for him, guys. Unfortunately, no one's really come out with a really good Shaman list. You could stick with your classic Evolve, maybe throw in the Corridor Creepers in there, but this one seems to be the best right now, at least that I could find. Hopefully there's a better one out there, but this one is good. If you have the cards, just try this one out, see if you like it. Face Hunter seems to be the best hunter list right now. Yeah, it's better than the spell hunters that have been going around, secret hunters or whatever you want to call them. But yeah, Face Hunter doing really solid. This list by Dark, he hit rank 4 legend with. So if you're looking for a really good minion heavy hunter, this one's probably your best bet. It's not running high mains, instead it's running corridor creepers, but it's just a bunch of face damage. We got bows, we got kill commands, we have Leroy Jenkins, and yeah, that dire mold just really solid. Candle shot also pulling its weight. So yeah, definitely check this one out. It is relatively cheap as well. If you don't have Leroy, maybe you can throw in, you know, Reckless Rocketeer instead. If you don't have patches, just craft patches, you guys. Patches is, he's in like almost every list, right? So you won't regret crafting patches. Because that Face Hunter is a little bit maybe boring, or I don't know, maybe you guys don't like it, here's the most exciting but decent hunter list that I've found. This one's from Nick Chipper, who's known for being an amazing hunter player, and he made top 50 legend with this big hunter running Katharina. So if you got Katharina and you want some action, here you go. This one is great. It's running King Crush and high mains, which you can pull out with Winter Wisp. So definitely liking this one. We're also getting some good value out of Wandering Monsters and your Lesser Emerald Spellstones, just because those are such great cards. And yeah, I'm really liking this list. So if you're looking for an exciting hunter list, this is the best one I could find. And it performs nicely. So definitely loving this thing. If you don't have King Crush, just throw another big beast in there. But King Crush is insane value. I don't know, maybe you can fit a creeper in here somehow if you're missing anything. So yeah, definitely check this one out. So Albrechtsen, I think that's how you say it, hit rank 9 legend with this Pirate Warrior list, and it is a lot of fun. I was playing this one earlier, and it's just a good time, guys. Sometimes you nut out Kelesith, but you really don't need them in order to do a good job. Usually you curve out nicely, and then by turn 6, you just start slamming the Spiteful Summoners and pulling out your Spellstones, which is just a really good time. Also, if you have a Spellstone in hand, you're usually able to upgrade it since you are running like 6 weapons. So throwing out your Spellstone, getting a bunch of 5/5s on the board is a really good time. I like this list. And is it going to be good next week? I'm not sure, but it's definitely decent right now. And yeah, he hit rank 9 legend, so take that into consideration. Hyped hit rank 1 legend with this Rizakis Priest. It's kind of what you expect, you know, adding a little bit of Kobold cards into the old Highlander package. We got Duskbreaker in there, we got Twilight Acolyte, and we're also running Netherspite Historian to kind of, you know, fish maybe for more dragon action. We got Draconoid Operative just because he's OP, and Psychic Scream because that's just a great card. But overall, it's kind of a very similar Rizakis setup that people are used to and people hate. So yeah, it's a little bit scummy, but if you want to run it, you go for it. This list is amazing. And yeah, Highlander is probably just gonna stay tier 1 for quite a while. But this is one of my personal favorite lists by Satellite. This is kind of like a big spell priest. He hit rank 2 legend with this one, and it's just a really fun package. We got Spiteful Summoners, and those always get insane value because we're only running 2 spells here, Free from Amber and Mind Control. So you're always gonna, you know, pull out either an 8 minion or a 10 minion, which is insane value in addition to just your normal 4/4 body that you got there. Grand Archivist getting a lot of value here as well because we have Free from Amber. Doesn't matter if that's on a random target because you're gonna get an insane big boy minion, right? And then Mind Control, just mind controlling any of your opponent's minions is gonna be good value. So Archivist, great value. And Spiteful Summoner, great value. Plus, we got Duskbreaker, which is just kind of great right now. Fairy Dragon added in here for some more consistency as far as pulling dragons. I tried running this list without Fairy Dragon, and it just does not... It doesn't end up working out. You end up missing your drags. You miss them. You want them. It's hard to, you know, use a Duskbreaker if you don't have another dragon in your hand. So I love this list from Satellite. And this one is fun. If you have the cards, definitely try it out. This one is amazing. So that's about it, guys. That's a lot of lists. I'm sorry I was very brief and not too detailed on them. It's just there's so many new variations, new archetypes coming out. So I thought I'd just go through them as fast as possible because I don't want to cover one in depth and then, you know, in 2 days, it's just not too good anymore. I'm hoping to do another one of these videos soon once, you know, we start figuring out the tier 1 and tier 2 lists. And that one will be more in depth. But as for right now, a lot of people wanted me to cover like a list from each class. So there it is. I think I covered one from every class. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, sub, share, and I do stream on Twitch, so be sure to follow me over there. And let me know what you guys think. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace!